Good morning, class. Today we will start sum number 9. As you have seen in the board, I have already computed certain portion of sum number 9, which I will discuss before. Then I will move on to discuss the remaining part and I will solve the remaining part. If you see sum number 9, it has been given that on 1st of March 1992, XY Corporation Limited purchased 30,000 5% government stock at rupees 95 cum interest. On 1st May 1992, the company sold 10,000 of the stock at rupees 97 cum interest, and on 15 December 1992 another 10,000 stock was sold at rupees 93 in interest. In interest means nothing has been given as cum interest, so that interest should be considered as X interest. On 31st December 1992, the closing date of the financial year, the market price of the stock was rupees 92. On closing date, the market price of the stock is rupees 92. Half yearly interest you have to compute on 30th June and 31st December. Prepare the ledger account in the investment ledger, assuming that, very important this line, stock transfer book is closed 20 days before the date of payment of interest. Means you are closing the account 20 days before. Means 31st December is the last accounting day, but you are closing the account 20 days before, means 11th of December. Okay, so it's a 5% government bond. First of all, you know that you have to calculate that portion. Working note 1 should always be maintained like that. Valuation of stock and calculation of profit or loss on sale, right? You can see that easily. Valuation of stock and computation of profit and loss on sale. Okay, so on 1st of March, XY Corporation purchased 30,000 5% government stock at rupees 95 cum interest. So I have to start with the purchase, as there is no opening balances or closing balances. So working note 2 clearly suggests that we have to calculate cum interest purchase on 1/3/1992. So nominal value has been provided 30,000. So face value you have to always consider rupees 100, as it is nearer to rupees 100. The other amount means the cum interest amount or the X interest amount. So you should consider the face value as nearer to 100. So in that case, face value is 100, 30,000 is the nominal value. So how many stock? 30,000 divided by 100, you will get 300 stock. That is why I have written nominal value rupees 30,000 means 300 stock of 100 each. Total cost has been given 95, means 300 into 95, it is coming 28,500. As it is a cum interest, as it has been purchased on 1st of March, so 2 months interest has to be included and has been included, and it has to be deducted the 2 months interest, because January and February has been included. On 1st March you have purchased, so 2 months interest you have to deduct. Interest included from 1st of January 92 to 1st of March 92, that means 2 months, on the nominal value, which is 30,000, into 5% into 2 by 12, which is coming to 50. So actual cost is coming 28,250. So I have written in working note 1, purchases date is 1/3/92, nominal value 30,000 and capital value 28,250. Next is on 1st of May, a company sold 10,000 of stock at 97 cum interest. Again, the company is selling 10,000 of the stock in cum interest. So I have to make working note 3. Below working note 2, we have seen that it has been provided cum interest sale on 1/5/1992. So nominal value 10,000 has been given, but number of shares, obviously 10,000 divided by face value is 100. So 100 divided by 10,000 divided by 100, we are getting 100 number of shares or stock, 100 stock of 100 each, that is why 10,000. And total selling price is given 97, so 100 into rupees 97, which is coming 9,700. And again it is a cum interest, so interest has to be deducted from there. How many months? Starting from January, ends at 30th April. So how many months? January, February, March, April. Because it has been purchased on 1st of May, so it has to be end on 30th April. So how many months? 4 months. January, February, March, April. So 1192 to 3492, 4 months. So interest has to be calculated on 10,000 into 5% into 4 by 12. So interest is 167, and that will be the total actual selling price, which is 9,533. This is your actual selling price, 9,533 actual selling price. And come to working note again 1, you will see, as it is a sale, I have to deduct 10,000, and selling price you have calculated 9,533. So 9,533 is the selling price, and nominal value is 10,000. So we have to calculate the capital value. How you can calculate the capital value? You know that selling price divided by previous nominal value, which is 30,000, into previous capital value, which is 28,250. You will get 9,417 as the capital value. 9,417. So profit will be, as you know, we know profit. How you can compute the profit? You know, selling price minus capital value. This is the formula of profit. Selling price minus capital value. So 9,533 minus capital value 9,417. There is a profit of 116, right? Okay. Now on 15th of December, again another 10,000 stock was sold at rupees 93 interest, means that will be the X interest. So I am rubbing the working note 2 and working note 3 as I have to do below. As 15 December, before 15 December, you have to calculate working note 4, which is, you have to calculate working note 4. Yes, you have to calculate working note 4, which is half yearly interest. Half yearly interest on July 31st, 1992. Right? Half yearly interest on the nominal value, which is 20,000. So nominal value remains on 31st July is 20,000. So interest will be, therefore interest will be rupees 20,000 into 5% into 6 by 12. It is coming rupees 500. Half yearly interest is 500. Working note 4 gone. Come to working note 5, which is X interest sale. X interest sale on 15 December 92. Okay. So nominal value has been given 10,000, means obviously 100 into rupees 100. Face value is rupees 100. Okay. So actual selling price has been given again 93, means 100 into rupees 93. It is coming 9,300. Okay. As it is X interest, although you have to calculate the interest separately, you do not have to deduct that. Cum interest you need to deduct, but for X interest you do not need to deduct. So For X interest, what will be the month starting from 1st of August, September, October, November, December. As 15, you should consider the full month. December 15, as the books has been closing on 20 days prior period, maybe 11 December, but as the sale has been done on 15 December, so I think the books close on 15 December. You should consider the books close on 15 December. So from 15 December means considering 15 days totally as a year, as a month, total month. So August, September, October, November, December, it's 5 months interest. So therefore interest 1792 to 501292, that is 5 months. On nominal value is 10,000 into 5 by 12 into 5%. Calculate that. See, it is obviously the interest amount which you have computed 10,000, 5%. Yes, sorry, I made a mistake over here. See, interest is obviously from 17 to 1512. That means it is on a half yearly month basis. So obviously interest 17 to 12 10,000, 5% means 5 by 100, as it is a half of the month and also the books has been closed prior to the month, so December month has been considered as 1 and the remaining 12. It's just a complicated. December month has been considered as a month and the remaining 12, so interest is coming 229. So interest is coming 229. Okay. So over here 15 December 92, sale 10,000, selling price is 9,300. Again you have to calculate like that. 10,000 by previous nominal value 30,000, previous capital value means obviously, sorry, previous capital value is previous nominal value is 20,000. It is not FIFO, so 20,000 into previous capital value 18,833. It is not FIFO. Okay, it is not FIFO. So it is coming 9,416. Yeah. And 9,300. There has been obviously a loss. How much is the loss? Loss is 9,416 minus 9,300 is coming 116. The loss. So if the book closes to deduct that, it is coming like that. It is coming like that. And obviously, half yearly interest you need to calculate separately. How you can calculate that? How you can calculate that? How you can calculate that? This is working note 6. Working note 6. This is working note 6. Half yearly interest on 31st December 1992. Half yearly interest on 31st December 1992. Right? Okay. Half yearly interest on 31st December 92. Interest should be paid on nominal value, which is rupees 20,000, and not on 10,000, because the books closes. Because the books closes on 31st December, and 10,000 is the value which remains on 15th of December. So, and the market price is obviously, you see the market price 3112. Market price is rupees 92, means 100 stock of rupees 92 means 9,200, means the depreciation is there. How much? 9,470 minus 9,200. This depreciation is rupees 217, which is the loss, right? 217. So interest should be on 20,000, not on 10,000. Means half yearly interest, which is 500. And obviously, although you should keep in mind, 10,000 stock was sold on 15th December 92. The buyer's name could not be incorporated in the stock register. Why? Because the books has been closing 20 days prior period. The books has been closing 20 days prior period earlier. So the buyer's name could not be incorporated in the stock register. In that case, interest on 10,000, interest on rupees 10,000 on this amount. How you can calculate? 10,000 into 5% into 6 by 12, it is coming obviously 250. This 250 was also, it will be received by XY Corporation, which should be paid personally, to the buyer after receiving rupees 500. Means after you receive the interest of yearly close 500, the interest of 250 should be received personally by the buyer after rupees 500 interest. Means personally it will be received rupees 250 after the buyer receives rupees 500 in amount as interest. Okay, this is the total working note. Now I will do the sum solution part. Okay, solution part should be done, which is very important part. See, books of XY Limited, XY Corporation. Corporation. Okay. 5% government stock. 5% government stock account. Sum number 9. Date, particulars. This is debit, nominal value, capital value, interest, date, particulars, nominal value, capital value, interest. This is spread. Okay. Started with 1392 to bank account, which is working note 2. What is the amount? It has been mentioned 30,000 nominal, 28,250, and interest we have computed as rupees 250. Okay. Again 15 we have sold. So 1592 by bank account, which is working note number 3. How much you sold? 10,000, 9,533, and interest is 167. Okay, and half yearly interest you need to calculate 30th June by bank account, which is working note number 4. Half yearly interest they have computed, which is 500. Okay, and there has been a loss, there has been a profit on 1st of May 92 to PL account, working note 1, to PL account, which is profit on sale, which is how much? 160, right? Okay. On 15 December again you have sold. So 15/12/92 by bank account, working note 5, which is 10,000, 9,300, and interest you have computed separately as 229. There has been loss on the same day. So by PL account, working note 1, within bracket, loss on sale, which is again 116. We have computed the interest on 31st December by bank account, working note 6, I guess, interest paid, which is 500. And on 31st December, the market price, from the market price we have been getting a depreciation of 217, so that will also be computed. That will be by PL account as depreciation, working note 1, depreciation, how much you are getting? 217. It should be posted in capital value. Okay. And the balance remains by balance CD. How much? It is, if you see working note 1 last, it has coming 9200 in capital value. Working note 1 last, एकदम लास्ट में है वर्किंग नोट 1 का 9200 in the capital value and nominal value 10,000. And definitely there has been, I have mentioned, the interest you have to bear personal to bank account. Again working note 6, interest paid personally, which is coming as 250. Now you calculate the total. It is 30,000 obviously. It is also 30,000. It is 28,366. It is also, to calculate 28,366, to calculate the credit side interest, it is coming 1396. Definitely there is a balance of 500 if you deduct. With this 896 will be to profit and loss account balancing figure annual interest, which is 896. Okay, this is the total sum of sum number 9. I'll provide sum number 4 as your homework. That will be under FIFO basis. Sum number 4 will be your homework. Thank you for patient hearing. I hope you all understood this sum. I hope it is not so difficult to understand. If you still have query, you can ask. Thank you for the class.